A nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner Field in Atlanta. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Atlanta Braves. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Tom Glavine gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's making his big league debut here on the mound. He's going to have a lot of adrenaline. He's going to have a lot of nerves. He's going to have to be able to contain all of that so he can go out and be effective. Going to be tough to do, and that may be his biggest challenge all game long.
Rendell Grichuk strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. And there's something he just may well remember for quite a while. His first big league punch out. I'm sure he's hoping it'll be the first of many, many more.
And you hear a lot of pitching coaches talking about pitchers letting their defense do the work. But the truth is, if you want to stick around in the big leagues, you're going to have to take matters into your own hands every once in a while, too. In this day and age, you have to be able to strike guys out if you want to be successful.
Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Ooh, you just hope this was an isolated incident here because we still got a long way to go in this ball game. You'd hate to see something carry over to later.
So a runner on first with one out now, and here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. He's set. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Runner at first here, one man out. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
Well, he doesn't look very settled up there right now, and I guess that's an easy thing to do when you're facing a guy who throws as hard as this guy does.
On Holiday can't come up with that one as he swings and misses for the second out of the inning. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Matt Carpenter set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Already hitting 98 miles an hour here in the first inning. He's one of the hardest throwers that these guys will see all year long.
And it's quickly 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards leave one, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Mike Leake will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember last year he had an ERA under 4. Very solid, very dependable.
A.J. Pierzynski comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And a wide throw as this one gets by him at the bag.
Man, I thought speed was one of the first things to go once you got into your late 30s. I tell you, though, it looked like he was getting around the bases pretty good that time, and he makes it all the way around to third to get himself a triple.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. The runner in scoring position with none out. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Yeah, you know, I've seen a couple times with Dixon behind the plate where there was some disagreement on pitches up in the strike zone. Seems to be a polarizing spot for him sometimes, so we'll see if that comes into play.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Holiday is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame.
And after the leadoff triple, this is just a case of a guy taking care of business out there with a runner in scoring position. All he's trying to do is get something airborne here, and that's mission accomplished as he gets the easy sacrifice fly.
In now, Danny Swanson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Leake gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on, it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One 1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Ready on 1 and 2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it, 2 and 2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball or he's got to foul that thing off.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Full count, 3 and 2. Number 1 waits on deck. Ripped down the line, and that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second, and he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark.
Second baseman,
Danny Swanson has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Standing in now, number 1. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now. Now a chance here in Atlanta to take a look at the Braves starting lineup. What's this club need to focus on here this evening, Steve?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. To short. Garcia ranges to his right. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Brandon Moss makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Brandon Moss.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. And with that, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Freddie Freeman may not be the best at his position defensively, but he is very reliable. He
Makes all the routine plays. He's going to pick a few here and there. Somebody that you really like to have over at first base.
Into the windup and the pitch. Jed Jerko comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And that's waved at and missed. 1-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Push to the right side. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll swing at the first pitch and ground it foul off to the right. It's strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Runners on the move for second. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. The throw pulls him off the bag. Throw down to second here is by him and into center field.
Well, this ball doesn't get too far away from home plate, so that makes the catcher have to make a decision. And he decides to try to force it in there at second base, but he winds up throwing it away.
Into the box, Greg Garcia, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Mike Leake will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with a ground ball, that could be huge.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Bases are loaded with only one out. Outside, 2-1.
Oh my gosh, he is falling apart out there right now. That's the pitcher at the plate. Doesn't he know that?
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And it's full now, 3-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Three-two with the bases loaded. To first. Freeman's got it. To second for 1. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back to Turner Field following this. Ender Inciarte strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Leak into his motion. First pitch on the way. This is in the air to left field. Holiday moves over. 1 away. Now that we have a chance, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. We can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
Kelly Johnson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Garcia scoops it up. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 8th, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Good at-bat so far here with 2 away. You're going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this misses to Markakis. It's ball 4.
Well, at the very least, this is going to allow the pitcher to hit here in this inning now instead of having to lead off the next inning.
Stepping in, Tom Glavine. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Drilled down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And how about that? His first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come, seeing he's a pitcher, so an exciting moment for him for sure.
And good hitting pitchers are a luxury for a manager to have. Not that this one hit is going to prove that he'll be a good hitting pitcher, but some pitchers do take it really seriously. And no matter what the case is, it's pretty cool to pick up a big league knock. I know how tough it is.
Into the box now, A.J. Pierzynski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Jerko has it. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Rendell Gritchick, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. One-0 pitch is a circle change, swung on and missed 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
One and two.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Now batting.
You could pretty much follow the thought process here on swing track. He's getting ready for the fastball at 1 and 2, but they give him something off speed, and he was way too early on that swing.
Stepping in now, Stephen Piscotty. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, so much for your number 1 and 2 guys being your table setters. And they're both gone now on back-to-back strikeouts.
Matt Holliday standing in now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Hit to short. Swanson gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. With Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning for Atlanta. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Leake sets his sights. Here he comes on 2-0. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Three and two.
Full count. 3-2.
Right back at him and off his glove. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Both of these guys at the top of the lineup can put a lot of pressure on the defense because of that speed. And here he beats this one out, and that's going to be ruled an infield single.
At the plate, Danny Swanson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And that came after a long battle at the plate. And he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
And he lays off there 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
On the ground to third. Taken in by Carpenter. To second for one. On to Moss, and they get them both. The double play.
Now batting, number 1.
Number 1 will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. In the air now, out to right field. Piscotty is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Braves go down without a whimper here, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Matt Carpenter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Up the middle and off his leg. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Oh, nice recovery, though.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Striding into the box, Brandon Moss. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Jed Jerko will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and chopped up the middle. He's got it. 1 there. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Redbirds down quietly. They trail this one 1-0. Smith is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a A strike to even the count. 1-1. Now here's a line drive that will make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Up next,
so with the leadoff man aboard, we take you back to the 1970s. EK and I were probably still watching Saturday morning cartoons, but it happened on this date in baseball history. At the plate, Ender Inciarte. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Leak pauses. Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number one.
Big breaker right there with two strikes. I mean, look at how this thing confuses him. A 14-inch break according to Swing Track. That's a very good hook right there.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Hit on the ground to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
Nick Markakis is into the box, reached base via the walk in his first appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Low for ball one. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
Runner's on his way to third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
I don't know about this one. Not exactly an ideal situation to run. You've got a left-handed batter up there. You're not really gaining a whole lot with 2 outs anyway. But heck, if you think you can make it, who am I to argue?
grounded to short. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. One left for Atlanta. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Yadier Molina, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Looking to avoid his first walk. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
In now, Greg Garcia. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Mike Leake will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And a good job to lay off the fastball there. Close, but it's 1-1. On his way to pitch number 75. Up high. 2-1 now. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Here it is on 3-1. To short. Swanson has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Tom Glavine will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Back to work now is Leake as he jumps ahead of his leadoff man here. No balls and a strike. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Grounded up the first baseline. Moss is up with it. Moss will just take this one himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
Now to the plate, A.J. Pierzynski. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Leaks ready. Here's the 0-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw to first retires Pierzynski for the second out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman steps in now. First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here! A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Into the box, Danny Swanson. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Braves get a run on the Freeman home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. Rendell Grichuk will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
And now the lefty Eric O'Flaherty's up and throwing in the Braves bullpen. In there, strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner, and now they can go just about anywhere they want.
struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
And we'll check out the pitches by inning, and you can see he's up to an even 80 pitches now, so I'd imagine they'll start keeping a little closer tabs on him out there.
Steven Piscotty ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, and it was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
And that's in there for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
So a runner at first now with one away, and here's the left fielder, Matt Holliday. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And Holliday will not offer it that one. It's a ball and a strike. Look into Pierzynski. The 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. Backhanded. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Number 1 stands in.
Leading off for the Braves.
Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Running hard. He's digging for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Oh, he had to be sitting on this pitch because he was all over it. This is a curveball, not really a terrible one either, but he guessed right, and he yanks this ball right down the line for a leadoff double.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that means that's going to do it for starter Mike Leake. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Kevin Segrist is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Kevin Segrist.
Into the box now, Smith. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. No one out with a runner at second. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Well, that's all about playing the percentages there. They bring the left-hander out of the bullpen to get the better matchup, and he obliges with the big strikeout.
Here's Ender Inciarte. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
Not a bad idea when you're facing a guy with a funky delivery like his. You go up there taking a pitch, get yourself a better idea of the release point that he's showing you and how to time that delivery a little bit better.
The 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And I think they'd stay out there again, maybe for the rest of the at-bat.
Now a spin and a throwback to second, but the runner's back easily. Runner at second here with one man out. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And that misses 2-2.
Yeah, right back to that inside location. When a guy shows you he can't handle a tough slider on the hands, you can bet that guy on the mound, he's going to go right back to that pitch before too long.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. And another pitch is hit foul as the battle continues here. One out and a runner on second base. And here's a ball hit in the air. Garcia backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
He got caught in a situation where he had to protect with 2 strikes. He's probably fortunate he even got wood on this one, but it didn't matter much as this turns into an easy little soft liner.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
2 out here and a runner at second. Lifted in the air out to right. Piscotty has a read on it. And the inning is over. Braves strand one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Back here at Turner Field. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one, but before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Matt Carpenter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out, so this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count. Came with a circle change 2-0, but he can't make contact. 2-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy, and you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks. Montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, it's the 7th inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ball game. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Jed Jerko will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
On his way to pitch number 100. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Smith on the move, and that's the third out. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. It's the Braves 2 and the Cardinals nothing. And here is Nick Markakis now. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh.
Nick Markakis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Holliday sprinting after it, and no shot for Holliday. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping a hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time, and he winds up losing him.
Tom Glavine will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses ball 1.
Yeah, that's just not really good form right there. He's just kind of jabbing at that thing.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0. Not the right time to lose the strike zone here.
Definitely not when you've got a guy giving himself up.
And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Oh, we'll get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Stepping in now, A.J. Pierzynski. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. I think that was the fork ball there, but it's a ball 1-1.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count. Because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Chopped foul right at home plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Nothing better for your confidence than to come right in out of the bullpen and strike that first guy out. A lot of times, that'll set the tone for your whole outing.
Freddie Freeman
will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Leading off the inning, Yadier Molina, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Doesn't offer it the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Greg Garcia will stand in. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Colton Wong will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Colton Wong.
In there at the knees, strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off, 1-2. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Rendell Grichuk will stand in for the fourth time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that's high.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 2 out with the man at first. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're down 2-0. Jonathan Broxton is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jonathan Broxton.
Danny Swanson digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Broxton's ready. Here it is on 0-1. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Very brisk pace to the ballgame thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Number 1 steps into the box. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Bases are empty, one man out. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. And the pitch. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Smith will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Holiday has a beat on it. Oh, it's off his glove, and it drops. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Ender Inciarte stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Now, that's been missing.
Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. The 0-2 home. Taken high and deep to right. Piscotty looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and the Braves have now opened up a 5-0 lead.
Well, we'll get another look at this pitch. There it is on show track. It's just a little bit in. Not a terrible pitch, really, but you're sitting on that pitch in that location, you can certainly do some damage, and he absolutely did some right there.
Matthew Bowman will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning. Here's Kelly Johnson.
Number 24.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
3 runs already home here. That's wide, 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
dribbled to the right side. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit, and all he can do is hit an.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. There is Jerko. On to Moss at first, and the inning is over. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds, and the lead is now 5-0. Back here in the ATL with baseball on the show. Set to go in the 9th from Turner Field. Rendell Grichuk will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Rounded down the third baseline. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he is in there.
This should just be a single, but you saw him have some trouble out there with it in left field, and it allows that runner to sneak into second.
Stephen Piscotty will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Yeah, back-to-back singles here to start the inning, and that probably warrants a look at his line to this point. The numbers haven't been too bad all told, but he's got a situation unfolding right here that could cause those numbers to change in a hurry.
Matt Holliday will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Drilled to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
Well, they were kept off the scoreboard for 8 innings here, but they finally break through here to start the 9th. And hey, you never know. Maybe there's a chance for him after all. Stranger things have happened.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jason Grilli is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 39, Jason Grilli. Now playing third base and batting in the 9th spot, number 13, Adonis Garcia.
Matt Carpenter will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beaten. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Moss. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Not close. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
In there, 2-1.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
And with that tying run on deck, he should get something good to hit right here, 3-1. If it's me, I'm looking for a fastball middle in.
Three and one. Here it is. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
And, you know, looking down the score sheet, that's the first walk of the game for these guys as a team. And with the way they've been swinging at everything, I wasn't even sure we'd see that.
Jed Jerko steps up now with the bases loaded and his guys down by 4. That makes him, of course, the potential tying run, so we'll see if he swings for it here.
Oh, you know he's going to get his money's worth if he gets a pitch to hit. But he's also got to be sure to not try to do too much up there. A base hit makes this deficit a whole lot more manageable.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And this guy's been in situations like this so many times before. He's got plenty to call on upstairs to try to help him work out of this jam.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he's been patient here with the bases loaded. but he's backed himself into a corner now.
A pause and the 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. High and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Inciarte, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Oh, he just puts an absolute charge into this ball. You can see it just splits the gap and heads out to the wall. By then it was just a question of whether it was going to score 2 or 3, but they'll wind up holding that third runner, making this a 2-run double.
Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at third here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Smith moving to his left. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
So stepping in, Greg Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. In there, and it's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. High and deep to right center field. Smith racing back, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And that turns out to be a great start to this series for these guys as they take game 1 here in front of the home crowd.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 5-4. Good night from Atlanta.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves: 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For St. Louis, 4 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game MARTA trains are available at the Georgia State Station by following Capitol Avenue to the north. Shuttle service to the 5 Points MARTA station continues for 1 hour after the conclusion of the ball game.